Greetings, this is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. And here is another Q&A moment. And the question that I have from subscriber, Professor Truth, and it reads like this: my question for your next Q&A, perhaps learning to hear and play bass lines from songs. I wish I would have started to learn to play the bass in my younger years. It's strange because at the time I was always around musicians, and I took it for granted. What is the best way to develop my playing to bass lines for songs? Would spend time learning music theory help with this? If the bass line is simple, I can sometimes figure it out, but other times it's challenging. I appreciate your tips in regards to being able to offer any type of help with this question. Thank you. Okay, I guess I'm gonna tell you my story, because it might help. I started off playing bass. I got bored because I got tired of playing one note at a time and trying to read and play. So then I switched over to guitar. I felt really comfortable. And then I went back to bass as I became a good guitar player, because during that era, everybody in the neighborhood was trying to be like Prince. Play bass, play guitar, play keyboards, play drums. And the majority of us was able to achieve that, because I play guitar, play bass, I play drums, play a little keyboard, and I played these instruments in bands, because in the 80s I enjoyed my Yamaha DX7. I love playing keyboards because you can get a whole array of different sounds. So that's how I'm able to do what I do, because as a guitar player, I know what the bass player is doing because I'm a bass player, so I can kind of figure out, where I need to go because of, how they play. But, I always recommend in my DVDs for sale is pick up a bass and have it just on hand and play it sometime. If for some reason just don't want to physically play a big bass with heavy strings, use your lead guitar as your bass guitar and just play bass lines on your guitar sometimes. I do that sometimes because I really ever pick up my physical bass to kind of map out the bass line. I just play it on my guitar. I'm looking for the notes and I can find it, and then I audition these chords around that. But, the answer to the question as far as is there a way or a technique to learn how to play bass or, pick it up. And it's simple, but it's not simple. It's simple because just keep playing. When you keep playing, your ear develops. Trust me. My ear is better now than it was 10 years ago. And then it was better 10 years ago than it was 10 years earlier. And that's just because it just gets better. The more you play, the better it becomes, because I never thought I was going to reach the point where I can sit down sometime without my guitar and hear the suspended fourth chord going into a seventh chord. But I can hear it, whether it's the keyboard player playing it in the song or the guitar player playing it. Once you start to hear it enough, you can identify it and tell what it is. So again, the answer to that question, as simple as it sounds, is just keep playing. Keep playing and your ear gets better. I think a lot of us believe that when we start to play an instrument, at some point in time, we have learned everything that we can. That's absolutely false. You keep learning until you die. Just simple as that, because there are things within the last 3 years that I've improved on tremendously because I just kept playing. And there are some technologies that can help you as opposed to the ones out there that really hinders your ability to play. Because I ran across a program called Mixcraft, and it's an unbelievable program. It's like $80, and it's kind of like the equivalent to Reasons, which costs I think maybe $900 or $1,000 now. Cubase and these other ones. And for some reason, when I started to work with that program, my ear got better. Not only as a guitar player, but a vocalist or arranging the vocals. As far as this is the note that I want up under this harmony, and I want it in this octave. Because that's another important thing that you might find the chord that corresponds with the bass. Because if the bass player is playing an F note at this particular time, maybe the chord that matches up in the song is a F major 7. But the question is, do I play it on the root on the E? Do I play it on the root on the E? Let me see if I can get my guitar in there. Or do I play it on the root on the A? They're the same chord, but they got different timbres. This one's a little darker. This one's a little brighter. So you have to determine when you're playing the song which one it is. And a lot of times you can determine that once you kind of keep playing and you can hear which inversion it is or which one works. So hopefully that has answered your question. Again, the answer is just keep playing and your ear starts to develop. It gets better. And the cool thing about that is you can't unlearn what you learn. Once it clicks for you, it's locked in for life. Now, it might get rusty when you don't apply it, but it's still there. And that's just amazing as far as the brain and the capabilities of learning. But hopefully that has been helpful to you. And until next time, on the next Q&A moment, take care.